Namaste, Jai Shivai. In last 2 years, since I started teaching, and people from around the world started coming to me, I have had many cases where spiritual seekers, in one way or the others, were actually either deceived, were taken advantage of, or they were abused. Abused financially, abused physically, abused sexually, abused in so many other ways, And that actually devastated them in one way or the other, It changed their life. It's a bad thing to happen to anyone, real bad thing to happen. And it's an irony that, in this world, on the name of spiritual teachers, there are a lot of people who, in the garb of a spiritual guru or a teacher, actually are just doing bad karma for themselves, creating a lot of bad karma for themselves. And it's not easy for any common person, any innocent common person, to realize the difference. Who is a real guru, or who is who is not a real guru, or who is a fake one, who's going to cheat you in long term, who's going to abuse you. So it's not easy. But somewhere, when you are looking for something, then you need to be a little bit more mindful. And it's not that, it's not, I'm not saying be mindful about the people around in the world. If not a spiritual guru, then somebody else will deceive you. On the name of love, how many people get deceived? On the name of relationships, how many people get deceived? On the name of money or trying to earn some money, how many people are deceived throughout, right? So it's not, the world is like that. World has a lot of bad people too, right? Mentally sick people too. And it's not about that I'm asking you to be mindful. What I am trying to say here is that be mindful of what you are looking for. What exactly are you looking for? What is it that you want? You may think, I always know, what do I want? But no, you do not know what you want. A lot of people go to spiritual gurus because somewhere in them there is a desire for love, a connection of love, a connection of unconditional love or bond, right? Most humans are deceived because they are looking for this one particular thing, looking for some kind of love. Some love where they feel acceptable, where they feel they belong. So this belongingness is what they want to feel. This surrender that comes with this feeling that I belong to you, so I surrender you, that is there. They want to experience that within, and that is what they are looking for. But they do not understand it so deeply, that where this desire will take them. Looking for, in order to become, if they're looking for something that can just, blow their existence, make them feel magical, make them feel powerful in one way or the other. So there are a lot of siddhas, people who have siddhis, and a lot of such people become, the spiritual guru too. So anybody who is trying to show you their siddhis or magic, or trying to, you have powerful Shakti, and they often take the names of some divine people, some previous gurus, or some really high power, superpower, divine siddhas, or gods, or, Devi, Devatas. That's what they take the names of. And on their name, they will tell you that, oh, you are having the Shakti or Siddhi of this person now, and this person, this God, this divine is asking you to give me all your money. Or just surrender to me unconditionally so I can abuse you in whatever way. So there are a lot of Shaktas, lot of Siddhas in this world. Let's not call them Shaktas. Shaktas is a very pure, very nice word, but yeah, in a lot of ways it has been abused. But yes, so lot of Siddhas are there. One easiest Siddhi, easiest one. Don't ask me to teach that. I'm never going to teach anybody any Siddhi at all. And I tell this upfront to a lot of people that, I do not want you to create bad karma. You will cry later on. Okay? When the fires of bad karma will burn you, you'll cry for thousands and thousands of years. So I cannot do that to any Atma, any soul. So there is one very easy to attain Siddhi, and that is called as, in Hindi it is called as Sammohan Shakti, Sammohan Siddhi. In other words, you can say it's a Siddhi of hypnosis. English translation of it is hypnosis. So everyone, unless they are enlightened, they are going to have some unconscious and some subconscious mind, if you would like to understand it that way. If you would like to understand it scientifically, then everyone is going to have some unconscious or, subconscious mind. And they can be hypnotized. 99% of the people in the world, those who have subconscious and unconscious mind alive, those who are not enlightened, can be hypnotized. And once you are hypnotized, you may think that hypnosis will end in a day or two. No. Many of such siddhas on the name of after becoming and playing in a spiritual guru's role, will keep doing that continuously to you. They'll offer free classes for you to join. And they'll ask you to meditate, they'll ask you to do this, they'll ask you to do that. And you are very happy that you are getting something for free. You do not realize that, I have explained this in my previous video, Paying Gurus, that nothing is free. If somebody is offering something free, especially in the spiritual world, be very careful about that. Very careful about that. Okay? So, they'll keep doing those classes every other day. And through those classes, what they are doing is, they're controlling your subconscious. They're controlling your unconscious and subconscious mind. They are controlling, if you want to understand it from this point of view, scientific point of view, then another way to look at it is that they open your Pranayama kosha and they command your solar plexus chakra, Manipura chakra, which is the center for your willpower. So they command that. So you do not exert any willpower whatsoever to disconnect with them, to go away from them. And it's not 100% that only they are playing. You, in lot of ways, looked for something that was a worldly desire in you, right? And that's the reason you also have a other side of the hook in you. If they are latching you, then one side of the latch exists in you too. Because you wanted to feel some way, some powerful way, you wanted to feel magic, you wanted to feel really, you wanted everybody to say, yes, you can meditate very deeply, you are a good meditator, or you are a successful meditator, and you start seeing light and some show or something or this and that, and you are enamored by the love that they shower at you, and so it's what you asked for in a lot of ways. Your subconscious desires. So many times people have conflicting desires within them. So the other side of the hook exists in the person too. And such people, when they command your sacral chakra, when they are able to control your, Manipura chakra, then done. They can abuse you. They can ask you for any amount of money, large amount of money, or they may start asking you for it for slowly, or they can put you into a lot of physical labor, physical thing, without your willpower. You have no willpower, and they may start sexually abusing you. A lot of the cases that came to me were of the people where they were sexually abused. The guru outright asked the student to actually come to their room, for some special kind of Deeksha that happens only through sexual intercourse. And it's sad, it's bad, it's sick. It is sick. It's very bad. Very painful when you come out of all that, to integrate such an experience, to make sense of it. And a lot of these people were very innocent. They just believed in whatever higher power, or some supreme being, and this and that. So another thing to look at within yourself is, first thing is to look at your own desires, how conflicting they are. A lot of people want love, but then they go for, as soon as they find love, they want to convert it into a relationship. And that's where something else starts. Love is one thing, relationship is a completely different thing. So then you are looking for love, but then you try to possess it, you try to convert it into, then it became an attachment, and it became ugly, right? A lot of people look for, to be able to live a very good financial life. But the kind of karma they start doing when they get money puts them into some sort of a legal trouble, puts them into jail, puts them into something. Then what use is that money which you are not able to use peacefully, which gave you a way to do bad karma? So look at how conflicting your own desires are. On the name of spirituality, a lot of people look for some godhead, somebody who is really, really looking like, a powerful guru, wearing some sort of godly ornaments or things, and, orange robe, some uniform, some dress, or power play. A lot of people will come and tell me, no, there is a lot of Shakti. Oh, yes, then you got abused. So you're looking for some godhead. Enlightened gurus look ordinary than any other ordinary person. They do not look like some kind of, godhead or power play kind of people at all. Pick up the history. Just look at some of the enlightened ones, those who are not alive. Look at them. From what angle did they look like they are doing some kind of a power play? Most of them look ordinary than the ordinary person. They look super ordinary, extraordinary, simpler than any other person could be in life. But no, that is not what impress people. What impress people is some kind of a orange robe or white robe or some kind of a dress up and 5-6 people walking behind you, and behind them some ornaments or something, and a trident in the hand, or or a powerful thing. And you want to be, people have this subconscious desire to be subjugated, right? To bow down, to surrender to somebody. So they look for powerful people. A lot of people look for a father or mother. Father or mother's love. So check your own desires. Okay? How conflicting they are. What you are looking for is what universe is giving you. However subconscious your desire may be. So now I'm not saying 100% of the time this sentence is true. Use your intelligence, use your intellect. A lot of time these people are, just the victim because somebody decided to do a bad karma today. So they become the victim as well. So this is one thing to look for. Another thing to look for is your own belief system. You believe in, angels, you believe in this power, that power, you want to see some magic. And I'm not saying magic does not exist. I'm not saying celestial beings do not exist. And I am not saying that, Devi or Devatas do not exist. But let it be your own experience through knowledge, through the wisdom, through knowledge. Don't think that somebody can, just quickly, everybody is looking for, some sort of quick gratification. Everything should happen really quickly. No. Real spiritual journey is slow, is very hard, is very painful, and a work that happens mostly in your own space, personal space. It's a very lonely thing to do. But now people are looking for community to belong to, a herd to belong to. Only when hundreds of people are doing this thing, you will have a belief that yes, he must be the right person, because see how big is his following, or how big is her following. See how many people come to learn from them. With real enlightened people, hardly anybody real ones comes to them, because they do not teach just anybody and everybody. There's no point until unless they reach the level where their life, they know that they are old and their short life is remaining, so they start the spark in humanity and they play at the level of the world, where they start teaching mostly generic stuff. But real specific teachings, real in-depth teaching, real in-depth transformative spiritual practices, all those are given to only selected few. Not everybody is going to complete the journey in this lifetime. So they may not have, the real teachers may not have big following, a whole lot of people. Another thing is, real teachers will start giving you knowledge, but a whole lot of people run away from knowledge. Run away from the wisdom, run away from the knowledge. Why? They do not want to be a knower. They more want to be an experiencer, a believer. Somebody should say, yes, what you believe in is 100% true, is correct. While the Enlightened one will shatter your belief system. So you run away. A lot of you run away. Don't come back. Never come back. Because the real teachers were giving you some knowledge about something. Right? Giving you knowledge about yourself. But no. You want your belief system to be supported. You want your belief system to be proven true. So you look for magic, you look for Shakti, you look for miracle to happen. You want the Guru to just put some hand on you and you are enlightened, or you experience some kind of a transcendence in one way or the other. On the name of giving you meditation. Actually, siddha, those who have siddhis or hypnosis can actually put you into a trance-like state. Now, a real guru is trying to make you conscious. People with siddhi will make you unconscious in one way or the other. So you are given this, you're not given some spiritual sadhana which is harsh or hard to do. No, all cozy, lovely, silly thing to do, and just sit and feel great, okay? And at times people do feel lot of ananda, lot of bliss or happiness, because everybody's mind is so much over functional. Their identities are playing so much in the world all the time that even for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if somebody gives you a session of meditation, you might feel great. Because finally you were able to shut down your mind. But it was your ability. It is your ability. Every human being has that ability. Nobody has to teach you that or tell you that. It's fine if somebody taught you that in a proper way. But very soon, after feeling bliss, after feeling love, after feeling this, after feeling that, all about feeling one thing or the other. Feeling powerful, feeling meaningful, feeling life becomes purposeful. See? This is all what you were looking for. And then these hypnosis people or, siddhas, they might put you into some kind of a trance-like state. Okay? And your spiritual ego will be fired up. Yes, see, I can meditate. Yes, see, I felt this, I felt that, I saw this light in my meditation. I saw that geometric figure. And when you ask them, to what degree a transformation has happened within you, they just do not know what I am talking about. How well your ability to see within yourself is transformed. How well do you know yourself now? How well do you know how ignorant you were or you are? How well do you know how many identities are there within you? How conscious have you become? No. Looking for experiences, feeling this, feeling that, on the name of becoming a better version of yourself. Not everybody's goal is moksha. Not everybody's goal is ultimate wisdom. Fine. Your goal may be just to, become a better version of yourself, improve your health, improve your well-being, and that is not wrong. Having such things, having such goals is not a wrong thing. It's a first step. But are you becoming more and more conscious? Are you really becoming a better version of yourself? Or is it that you are staying 4 hours in some kind of a trance, or 5 hours you are just shutting down yourself, not interacting with anybody, and then thinking you are becoming a better person? Just go back into the world. Interact with hundreds of people and see how many buttons are pushed in you. See how many times you felt irritated. See how angry, how many times somebody gave you a feeling of powerlessness, how many times you felt this way or that way. So just examine yourself. If you become a real yogi, world does not, there will come a time when world does not exist. Not because they run away from the world, only because no matter which button is pushed, there are no buttons to push actually in a real yogi. Another thing is, last thing, so look at your desires, look at your belief system, what you believe. Are you ready to shatter that? Then you will find a real guru. But no, if you are not ready to shatter it, instead you are looking for someone to say, yes, all your beliefs are right, all your belief systems are right, then you'll find such people only. Okay? And the third thing to look at is fascination with siddhis. You want spiritual gurus to show you some kind of a siddhi, to help you believe that yes, they are the real one. So your definition of a real guru at times is tied to the person who can display siddhis. A lot of you make that mistake. I've seen so many people in last 2 years. Anybody who can show you some miracle, some magic, some instant healing, or some shakti, some power, some siddhi, then you think, yes, they are real. Sorry. They are not. People possessing siddhis, using them on people, displaying them on people, you should run away from that place as soon as possible. Okay, you need to run away from those places. A lot of Samadhi gurus, actually real Samadhi gurus, I have never seen them displaying siddhi, any siddhi or any power purposefully on anybody. They don't do that. They do not have that in them. It doesn't work that way. It's a divine will if something has to happen. Because they are not moved by anything that is happening in the sansara. Because they have no buttons to be pushed. So they are not compelled to use those siddhis. A lot of people, those who have attained some siddhis means supernatural powers that I'm talking about. So a lot of gurus, those who display siddhis, they either have the motive of, earning money, getting money, or create a big following, or some other kind of need or greed could be there. Showing people that see how godly I am. God gave me all the siddhis. That is what they want to project. That is what they want to show. An image. They want to keep up with that image. While the real gurus have no identity at all and no image to survive. But a whole lot of people think that siddhis. And in fact, the real gurus, those who can transform you, those who can really make you a yogi, those who can really help you walk your own spiritual journey and be enlightened. Such gurus rarely may use any siddhi on you. Their most important siddhi is their ability to give you gyan about yourself, show you the way, correct path to each and every individual. And their path may vary because everybody is a different bundle of vasanas or chittavrittis. the mental, emotional, behavioral pattern. Everybody is a different bundle of that, right? So their path is going to be different. Their spiritual practices are going to be different. Everybody has a different set of karma. So that is another reason their path is going to be different. Their spiritual practices are going to be different. What does, look at it from another example. What is a real mother's responsibility? What does a real mother look like? The one who shows lot of powers in terms of money. Whenever a child asked for something, she gave that child, instead of one, she gave her 4, 5, 3, whatever. A lot of money means being a good mother or being a real mother. Beauty means being a real mother. Mother's main ability is to love and nurture the child, to show child the right path in life. That is real mother or real father's responsibility. They may or may not have a lot of money. They may or may not be powerful, influential people in the society, right? But a real mother or real father's responsibility is to love and nurture the child. Help the child walk his journey of life without doing any bad karma, without accumulating bad karma for himself or herself. That is the real responsibility of a parent, right? But a lot of children are highly influenced by, oh, look, his dad has so much money. His mom has so much money. His mom is such a big person or influential person in the society. His dad is such a powerful person. And here I have my parents nobody knows them. And they don't have money, lot of money. So you see, it's exactly the same thing. A lot of you are looking for siddhis, looking for people who can display siddhis, looking for people who can show you some kind of a miracle or magic instantly, looking for some spiritual experience as soon as possible. That is the reason a lot of people go for psychedelics, right? A lot of people look for psychedelic experience, psychedelics thing. They do that. Why? They are looking for some kind of instant out of body or, experience, because their experience in their own body and mind is not so good. They're not able to handle that. They're looking for some other experience. Love was not enough for them. Relationships were not enough for them. So they do go on living on drugs, living on psychedelics, only to realize later on that it's going to paralyze your body. It's going to do a great degree of harm to your body. You cannot pull the consciousness here and there just like that. You cannot force the consciousness out of the body, and if you do, then be ready for the consequences. It has very serious health consequences. Even getting trapped by these so-called siddhas, and actually siddha is a very nice word in India. It's a very revered word, but I'm referring to people who are fake gurus and have some hypnosis or some mohan siddhi, and they try to delude people or take advantage of the people. So, yeah, see what you are looking for. Real gurus will give you knowledge, will make you conscious, will give you gyan, wisdom. And if they initiate you, that is it. That is the only Shakti or power play. They live with you. They have a very serious bond with you. But they constantly go on educating you about yourself. Because only through that you are going to transform yourself. No Shakti, no amount of drama, power play can transform you positively, can remove those hardcore mental, emotional, behavioral patterns, chittavrittis in you. Without wisdom, you cannot remove your vasanas, your chittavrittis permanently. You cannot delete a pattern from within you permanently. Without wisdom, you cannot do that. You can suppress your chittavrittis by staying in some kind of a trance-like state. But becoming conscious and facing yourself, looking at yourself, analyzing yourself, introspecting yourself carefully. That is what walking a spiritual journey means. And it's a hard thing, very hard thing. It's not easy. Becoming a yogi is not easy. But people want to feel bhakti, devotion, love, some meaning, some purpose to their life, some Godhead to control them, some powerful magic, this or that, right? So be careful. That is all that I can say. Look into these three aspects. Look into your own conflicting desires. Look into your own belief system. And third thing is, do not think that, do not look for people, those who have siddhis and can show you magic and shakti and this and that power right away. No real guru will ever do that. That is the reason there are less people with them, with real guru. There are only few. Only few can walk their spiritual journey with wisdom. Real spiritual journey. Rest everybody is looking for something else on the name of spirituality. Right? So look into that. And please be safe. Once you become a victim and once you are abused in one way or the other, it's very hard. It's hard to get back, to get hold of yourself, to sort out your own feelings, your own things in your head, to come out of that kind of a setback in life. It's hard. Okay? Namaste. Jai Shiva.